Let's continue. In the last class, we have seen about Boolean algebra. In this class, we shall be looking at Boolean functions. Boolean functions or switching functions. So first of all, let us see what is a function. Okay. So in a function, we will be having domain part, codomain part. Okay. So this is domain, this is codomain. Okay. There will be mappings from domain to codomain, which are called relations or mappings. Okay. So mapping is done with the help of function. So a function will be given like f of x is equal to some function, some expression will be given here. Using that expression, we will be doing mappings. Okay. So for example, he'll be giving you the function like this, the same one, f is equal to 2x. Let us suppose. Okay. So x values and y values. What are the x values? X values will be in the domain, y values in the codomain. Okay. So y values will be f of x values. Okay. So if x is 1, so y will be 2 because f of x is equal to 2x. Okay. So if x is 2, y will be 4. If x is 3, y will be 6. If it is 4, then it will be 8. So let us stick to this up to these values. Okay. So if x is 1, 2, 3, 4, this will be mapped to 2. This will be mapped to 4, 6, 8. Okay. This is a function. So a function will be having a domain, codomain. It's mappings using the function given. Okay. So now let us find out which is a function, which is not a function. Okay. So conditions to be a function, conditions not to be a function. Okay. So let us suppose if I have two mappings, like from 2 I have mapped to 4 and 6. That means a single element in the domain part is having two mappings. Then that will not be a function. Okay. So two mappings from single element. Okay. So let us suppose I did not map this element. That means I left out an element in the domain part. Then that will not be a function. So leaving an element without mapping. Okay. So that will not be a function. Then what will be a function? All the elements should be mapped only once. Okay. So opposite of this will be a function. So what is the opposite of this? No element in the domain part will be having two mappings, two or more mappings. Okay. No element in the domain part shall be having two mappings or three mappings or four mappings. Okay. So it should be having only one mapping from the domain part. So all the constants will be applied on the domain only, not on the codomain. So all the elements should be mapped and all the elements should be mapped only once. Okay. Constant is on the domain. So here let us suppose if all the elements are mapped to 4, let us suppose. So let us suppose if all the elements are mapped to a single element. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and all the elements are mapped to the same element, then this will be a function because the constant is all the elements are singly mapped, that is correct. So this will be a function, and no element is left over, then this will be a function. So all the constraints are satisfied, then this will be a function. Okay, so this is regarding function. So the reason why I am telling you about the functions is, so if you understand this function, then you will be able to easily understand this function as well. I mean switching function or Boolean functions. So now let us apply that concept, function concept, in the Boolean functions. So first of all, what is a Boolean? Boolean means 0 or 1, true or false. Okay, a function is having either, a function can output either 0 or 1, then that will be a Boolean function. Okay, so if you portray that last example in this context, then this will be x, y, z. Okay, let us suppose x, y, z is a combination of inputs. Okay, and the function is, function is x plus y plus z. In the last example, we have taken f of x is equal to 2x, right? So here the function is x plus y plus z. So these are the combination of the inputs, and these are the domain elements. Okay, in the last example we have seen these are x values, these are y values. Okay, so here we have already taken x, y, z as inputs. Here we change the names. Okay, these are domain values, and these are codomain values. Okay, so using function we fill the codomain elements. Okay, so what are the domain elements here? X, y, z are the domain elements. So what are the possible ways of occurrences of the combination of x, y, z? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. See, these are not serial numbers, these are the possible ways of occurrences of input. If there is 3 input gate, something like this, okay, so x, y, z. So one combination of occurrences of this input is 0, 0, 0, and other combination is 0, 0, 1, and other combination is 0, 1, 0. Likewise, these are the combinations. Okay, so these are the domain elements if you portray in that example, previous example. So using this function, we will try to fill the codomain elements. So what are the codomain elements here? So here using this function f is equal to x plus y plus z, we may try to fill out the codomain elements. So x plus y plus z, x plus y plus z, 0, just adding the elements, 1 and 1, 0, it is 1, 1, 1 is, here we have got 2 ones, which means 1 plus 1, that is 2, 1, 0. So we are getting a carry here. Let us try to divide this one. This is for sum and this is for carry. Okay, this is for sum. So here we got carry 0, 0, 0. Here we got carry as 1 because there are 2 ones. Here there is only 1, 1. So 0 carry. So here we got 2 ones, which means here 0 carry 1. 2 ones, here 0 carry 1. We got 3 ones, then here we will get 1 and here carry will also be 1. So these are the codomain elements. So let's try to write down here 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So codomain elements will be either 0 or 1. So if you observe one thing here the function is having either 0 or 1. So that is why it is called Boolean function. Okay, now you get it. Here a function is having either 0 or 1. So that is why It is called switching function or Boolean function. So if you map these things, this will be mapped to 0, this will be mapped to 1, and this will be mapped to 1, this one 0, this one 0, 0, 1. So no element is left out, all the elements are mapped using the function this one. Okay. So now let us try to write them in canonical forms. Okay. So for sum, we write only these terms which has got 1 in the codomain elements, which means we will be focusing on ones. Okay. Why we are not focusing on zeros? Because the circuit will be anyways off when the output is 0. So we will be mainly focusing on ones. So we got 1 here, here, here and here. So 4 ones. So we write the corresponding elements in the domain part. Okay. So as we have already discussed, these are the domain parts. This is the codomain elements. So 1 is here. So we write this one. 0, 0, 1. Zero, zero, 1. Okay. And this one 0, 1, 0. And this one 1, 0, 0. And the last one 1, 1, 1. So what are these? These are the values for which the function should show output as 1. Okay. So there is no necessity of 4 of them to be present. If one of the element is present, then the function should be 1. Okay. So if you write in canonical forms, this will be x bar, y bar, z plus x bar, y, z bar plus x, y bar, z bar plus x, y, z. So when there is 0, I am taking x bar. When there is 1, I am taking x. If those values are present in the place of x. Here, in the place of x, there is 0. That is why I have taken x bar. Here, there is 0 in place of y, which is why I have taken y bar. Here, in the place of z, it is 1. So, I have taken z. Okay. So this will be continued to other expressions as well, to other elements as well. Okay. So these are called canonical forms, and about the canonical forms we will be discussing in next class. Okay. So for now we try to simplify this expression. Okay. I don't think this will be simplified. Let us leave like this. Okay. For sum, and we write the expression for carry. So by now you will be able to frame the expression for this. So find out the ones here and these 3. So we write the corresponding elements in the domain part. So this will be 0, 1, 1 and 1, 1 and 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1, 1. Okay. So let us write this expression in the terms of variables. Then this will be x bar yz plus this will be x y bar z. This will be x y z bar plus this will be x y z. So here I think we can take common xy, we can take common, and that will be z bar plus z or z plus z bar, which means 1. Okay. So this will be 1. So we will be left off with xy. So xy plus x bar yz plus xy bar z. So see here x bar. So this is the complement of this one. Using Boolean algebra concept, we can write xy plus yz because x bar will be absorbed. And by using yz in this expression, which means here we get the same expression, right? Okay, I'm just writing this expression here. So after getting this, see here it is y and this is y bar. So you may get doubt here that here x bar is in the first term. So this also can be written like y bar xz, right? So this will be absorbed. Then you will get xy, yz, xz or zx. So this will be the simplified expression for carry. So using that one, xy plus yz plus zx, we can directly design the circuit. Okay, so let us suppose this is a AND gate xy, and here yz, zx, another AND gate. So let us suppose we are given with 3 input OR gate. So this will be carry. Okay, function for carry. This is a function for carry. So see here, we have started with a function and we have designed a circuit which will give you output when there is a carry. Okay, similarly we can develop a circuit using this expression. Like we're gonna take 3 input AND gates, 1 AND gate, 2, 3, 4 AND gates, and how many OR gates? 1, 2, 3 OR gates, and we also require negation, NOT gates. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 NOT gates or negation gates. So using that elements, we're gonna form this circuit, which will be the function for sum. So functions are very important to get the expression. By having the expression, you can simplify if possible. If not possible, you will be designing a circuit like this. Okay. So let us suppose if I want complement of this function. Okay. So let us suppose this is a f. So I want complement of this. So that will be, here there is 0. Here it will be 1. Here there is 1. So I'll put 0. Just negating it. Complement now. So that is why we are negating it. So here there is 1. We put 0. Here there is 0. We put 1. Because this is a function complement to this function. So here I put 0. Here 1. Here 1. Here 0. Okay. So if you see, this is similar to the operations which are performed on variables. So if there is 0, we just put 1 in complement form. Here for the function values also, if there are 0, then in the complement function we write just complement of the values in the original function. So if you try to add two functions, f plus z, here let us suppose this is f and this is g. Okay, so if you add those two functions, 0 plus 0 will be 0, 1 plus 0 will be 1, 1 plus 0 1, 0 plus 1 1, 1 plus 0 1, 0 plus 1 1, 0 plus 1 1, 1 plus 1 2, which means 1 0, we write 0 here. So here you have to observe one thing. Adding the two functions is similar to that of adding two variables. Let us suppose you are adding two variables x, y, z. So x plus y. If x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 1, you write 1 because here it is adding or. Okay. So the same operations will be carried out in the functions as well. F and G. Okay. So 0 and 0, 0, 1 and 0, 0, 1 and 0, 0, 0 and 1, 0, 1 and 0, 0. So except the last case, everything will be 0. So only last case will be 1 because it is 1 into 1. So this operation is also similar to AND operation in the variables, right? So this is regarding the functions in digital logic. Okay.